Glad to have you with us. The new Trier Trevians and Niles West. Homecoming here at New Trier. And glad to have you with us here on the network. Actually, some of the students from this year didn't come out today. Seeing how this is the Columbus Day weekend, and so they've gone off to take a look at colleges and so forth. But some have made it back here, and they are here to watch the game. Tony Constant will kick off for the Trevians to start this one up. The sophomore. And we're just about set to get underway. Niles West and New Trier come in with identical 4-2 records to this game. The kickoff, high and deep, taken at the 5, up to the 20, and that's as far as he'll get. Walter Mendenhall, he's a sophomore also. So the Trevians will defend as the Niles West Wolves now. They used to be, of course, the Indians. They have become politically correct and changed their names to the Wolves. Over here to the near side, Phelan gets a couple of yards on the run.
Alex Phelan on the carry, brought down by Jeff Stark and Rick
Phelan gets about 4. Second down and 6. Neither of these teams have been particularly sharp in the season this year. Inside handoff, missed the first hole and gained about a yard. Kind of rough.
Simon on the carry, brought down by Walker Kahn and Dan Kehoe.
Walker Kahn and Danny Kehoe on the tackle. 3rd and 5 at the 25. First series from the kickoff. And flags go flying. Illegal procedure, somebody moved. And 3rd and 10 now for the Wolves. I've been joking all this week. I was in the first graduating class here at the Northfield campus. I can show you my age here by telling you that was in 1968. And I still haven't figured out how we could have a homecoming. There wasn't anybody to come home. Nobody graduated from the building. And Donahue goes down in the backfield. Chris Peters with the eventual tackle. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 13, 14, something like that. And the Indians will, that's the first time today. The Wolves will kick it away. Here's the snap, the kick. And gonna fall short. Ryan Spellman lets it drop and dribbles into New Trier territory. Trevians have it, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line, 1st down and 10, Trevians.
Well, Trevians relatively good field position. Early on in our game today. It looked close to offside over on the far side there. Duda thought to throw it, instead keeps it. Charges ahead, out of bounds. At about the 46-yard line. And that'll bring up a second down and about 2.
After the spot brings up a second down and 1 on the Niles West 43-yard line.
Mike Duda on at quarterback for the Trevians. Second down and 1 for the Trevs. And Duda gets the first down on the quarterback keeper. Inside the 40 down to about the 39, 40. Well, make it the 40, baby.
Mike Duda on the keeper. First down, New Trier.
And the Trevians have a first down. A little bit windy, a little bit chilly here today. At least it is up on the roof. The pitch back over to Ryan Spellman. Spellman gets another Trevian first down. Brown caused a fumble after the play. And sounds like the Niles West coach, looked like the Niles West coach, a little upset with that. Trevian's first down at the 29-yard line of the Wolves. Niles West, pretty good running offense. You use a lot of stunt run. Down the far side, out of bounds. Chris Peters with the reception on the little flare. And that'll bring up a second down and about 1. Looks like about 1.5. Second down and 1.5. Well, it's always nice to see Principal Bauman. Now he's back healthy again. Duda in trouble. Goes down, back behind the line.
Mike Duda brought down by Adam Parcell.
So there's, what's this, third down?
After the spot brings up a third down and 5 for Trevians.
Third and...
Check that, third down and 6.
Third and 6. Duda brought down in the backfield. Gets here with the 8 different classes. Pass over to the far side, going deep. Nope. Overthrown was Lewis Powell.
This pass intended for Lewis Powell falls incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 6 for New Trier.
4th and 6. And a question whether the Trevians will go for a field goal, I suppose. Maybe they just don't have the... I don't think they have the confidence in Tommy Crispin from that far out. Duda will work out of the shotgun. Peters and Spellman in the backfield with him. And here's Duda. No, he's not going to get it. He's going to be a yard short. And the Trevians turn it over on downs. But it's basically at the 20-yard line anyway, so even if they would have tried the field goal in this, they would have been at basically the same spot. All of a couple of inches apart from that. Niles West has pretty good size, but the quarterback, Pat Donahue, not quite as strong as Mike Duda. The draw play over here to the near side. Phelan picks up a few yards.
Dan Kehoe.
Make it second down and about 2.
Ball spotted at the Niles West 28-yard line. Second down and 3.
The Niles West Wolves having a pretty good year this year. Again, the draw play to Phelan. He slips one tackle. Can't get past Williamson.
Alex Phelan on the carry.
Gets the first down. Out at the 42-yard line. So the Trevians on defense. I've sort of been a little suspicious of the Trevian defense stopping the run. And Niles West has a number of runners. Inside. Boy, he's a stocky kid. Simon.
Emmanuel Simon on the carry, brought down by Chris Peters.
Emmanuel Simon.
And 7 on the play brings up a second down and 3.
Second and 3 for the Wolves at their own 44-yard line. And New Trier's done a better job of late in stopping the run, but here's the draw again to the near side. Phelan gets the first down into Trevian's territory at about the 48-yard line.
Alex Phelan on the carry, brought down by Rick Williams.
And that'll be a first down.
First down, Niles West.
Just underway. No score. Now the snap, the handoff again. Phelan busts it open a little bit and gets down to about it looks like about the 31-yard line of the Trevians, and it'll be first and 10 for the Niles West squad at the 31 of the Trevs. Niles West on the move here. To the 31-yard line. Again, the handoff. Powering ahead. Nice job. As we said, Trevians occasionally have a little trouble stopping the run. They're now down to the 25-yard line is Niles West. Second down and 4. I think that may be partly the problem of a New Trier defensive line that isn't particularly large. Here's the handoff to Phelan. He'll get himself another first down. No.
Alex Phelan on the carry.
Yes.
Brought down by Connor Ruff and
close enough. Yeah, enough first down.
First down, Niles West.
First down for Niles West. Donahue, again the handoff to the far side. Nothing there. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Rob Nowlin.
Rob Nowlin on the tackle on the far side. Second down. And 10. Handoff. And Phelan only got about a yard or two before he met by Chris Peters and Scott Washburn.
After the spot brings up a third down and 9 for the Wolves.
Third and 9. Gain of a yard for Niles West. Glad to have you, wherever you may be on the network line. Wherever you're watching us on whichever affiliate. Here's a pass, incomplete. Looking for the touchdown. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 9.
Broken up by
at the Trevians 19.
4th down and 9, Niles West.
Fourth down, 9 at the 19. Donahue, the quarterback, for Niles West. Central Suburban South Conference battle. Here's a pass to the corner. No, incomplete. And Phelan said something. And the flag flies. So the Trevians start this series at their own 34. Duda hands off to Spellman. And Ryan Spellman didn't get very much this time.
Ryan Spellman on the carry, first met by Adam Parcel.
Second down. Gain of 1, second and 9. A little sloppy on the snap. On the firing off the line, really. And Peters, the ball carrier. Didn't gain very much on the little pass.
3rd down and 6 for the Trevians.
Gain of about 3, 3rd and 6. You have a pretty gusty wind blowing cross field here. From near side to far side. Duda works out of the shotgun. Hand off to Spellman. Spellman trying to get to the first down marker, and I don't think he got there.
Ryan Spellman on the carry. Brought down by Emmanuel Simon and Bob Noonan.
And it
up a 4th down and 2 for the Trevians.
Is short. Trevians have 4th down and about 2. Duda works on in. Now checking to see if there's a play change. Now Duda kicks it away. Taken at the 25 and actually went backwards. Phelan at the 23-yard line. 22-yard line, looks like. There you see, less than a minute to go here. In the first quarter. Big game next week, of course, New Trier and Evanston. Even though Evanston obviously doesn't have very much this year. Their record now 1-6 on the year. They got skunked pretty bad by Evanston.
Brought down by Chris Peters and Dan Kehoe.
And we caught Evanston. For some reason, Evanston has decided to break IHSA rules here by sending coaches out to videotape games for them. That is illegal under IHSA rules. Now, I haven't figured out why they're doing that. They're brazen enough to walk into press boxes, apparently. not only New Trier, this is why I'm commenting about this. Well, one thing if you do it, okay, New Trier, New Trier, Evanston, the rivalry. But apparently Evanston's doing this with everybody. And I haven't figured out why. But they were brazen enough to walk into the press box and ask for space in the press box. Not much there.
Larry Masarski on the carry.
And that's the end of the first quarter. We have no score. We'll be back with more football action here on the network right after these messages. See where we are in the proceedings. Off we go as we start the second quarter. Hand off to Phelan. Kind of staggers ahead a little bit. Loose ball. Fumble recovered by New Trier. Jeff Stark with the recovery of the fumble. 10 for the Trevians at the 42-yard line. This week our soccer action will be New Trier and Maine South. Those of you watching on the regular network, New Trier Lyceum only gets the football game. There's the handoff to Spellman. Spellman gains about a yard. And what I was talking about, I've mentioned a number of times that if schools would send me, other schools would send me their tapes, I could do the games, but I can't go over to, say, Niles West and do a Niles West game and bring it back because I'm hired by New Trier. Technically, I'm under the New Trier umbrella. Okay? So I cannot go in and do somebody else's sports events and the sports events that I cover. It looked a little late on the hit. The linesman decided not to call it.
Pushed out of bounds by Bob Noonan.
They're obviously not going to call that. First, make that, second down and third down and 1. But apparently Evanston, a school cannot go and record your opponent's games before, you can't record opponent's games. You can scout them. You can send somebody over to physically write down what they see, but you cannot send a videographer. Trevians get a first down on quarterback keeper. And apparently Evanston's been doing that. What makes it even more bizarre is apparently they're doing it for the freshmen. I have no idea why, but apparently they've been doing it all year long. I have a feeling this is a parent that's doing it at the request of the coach or something. There's a handoff. Peters. And they're still bouncing around. Chris Peters.
Chris Peters on the carry. Brought down by Alex Phelan.
Close to the first down, maybe a yard short. A yard or two. And they'll make it a single yard.
Gain of 9 brings up a second down and 1.
Second and 1. Whoops. Somewhere there was a legal procedure, it looks like. Over here to the near side, Duda throws incomplete.
Mike Duda's pass intended for Scott Bridgman goes in.
Pass was intended for Scott Bridgman, and that didn't quite work. Brings up a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 for the Trevians. At the Niles West 27-yard line. Whoa. And Bridgman this time the offender. Illegal procedure. We'll take it back 5 yards.
Illegal motion, false start on the Trevians.
I think maybe even Bridgman and Lewis Powell guilty of that one. Third down. Duda works out a shotgun again. Same guy. I'm not sure if it was Bridgman or Powell, but it looked like it was the same two. Over there on the far side, illegal procedure.
Illegal motion, false start on the Trevians. Third down and 15.
And the Trevians have walked themselves back out of harm's way here. Third down, 15. And again, same guy. Bridgman. Over on the far side. Third down and 20. Boy, sometimes when you do something like this, it's like you do it with all the warts. Offsides against the Trevians. Well, they're being kind. It was a legal procedure.
Trevians lined up offsides. After the penalty, brings up a third down and 20.
Third and 20. As we said, they were firing off that line a little uneven. And sure enough, they done it again. And he actually jumped a little bit early. Throw to him, missed. That was intended for Lewis Powell. And that'll bring up a fourth down and 20 for the Trevians. And my guess is they'll kick it away. Yeah, take yourself right out of a scoring situation. Not a very bright move on the part of the Trevians here. So, fourth down. The kick away. And falls out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. Or the 7. They'll drop it at the 7. Rich Williamson down the ball. Back at the 7-yard line. Rich Williamson's father was just named the United Nations ambassador on the terrorism committee, subject to congressional approval, I would assume. Handoff, far side. Gains a couple of yards, gets down to about the 12-yard line, out to about the 12. Second down and 5 for Niles West.
After the spot brings up a second down and 5.
Second down, 5. The handoff, flag goes down, I believe. It is. Flag goes down.
Alex Phelan on the carry, hit by Jeff Stark. There was a flag down.
Let's see what little discussion out there. And waiting for the signal. Okay. We had 2 on the end there. 2. Illegal shift against Niles West, and then personal foul against New Trier. I don't know what that personal foul was on the end that the Trevians did, but in any case, we'll replay the down.
Replay of second down.
Second down. Offsetting penalties. And the down replayed. Back to pass. Now he'll take it himself. Picked up a few yards. Donahue. And it is a first down for the Niles West Wolves. Already beginning to start looking at the basketball schedule for the Trevians. December 1st is going to be a big red letter day, big game early on for the Trevians. They take on Whitney Young that day. And I'm sure the entire New Trier basketball team. Here's a run to the outside. Mendenhall's brought down back behind the line of scrimmage by Jeff Stark.
Mendenhall on the carry, brought down by Jeff Stark.
Second down and 12.
Spot the ball brings up a second down
and I'm sure earlier that day the entire New Trier team going to be at the United Center. Yeah, Stanford comes into town with New Trier alum Matt Loddick, sophomore on that team. Back to pass. And again, the quarterback keeper, Donahue, gets a couple of yards.
Pat Donahue on the carry, brought down from behind by Chris Peters.
Third down. So as usual, New Trier with their schedule, that Peoria game is always, Peoria Central game is always an interesting one. Right through the middle. Emmanuel Simon gets some pretty good yardage. The big stocky running back. And Scott Washburn injured a little bit. At their own 42-yard line. Washburn sits down on the bench. They'll take a look at him. Over to the far side. Phelan, and he gets a few yards. Looks like he picked up about 3.
Alex Phelan on the carry.
Second down and 7. Or 6, depending on how you want to count that half yard. We'll call it second down and 6. For Niles West. A handoff again. And doesn't get very much.
Alex Phelan on the carry, met by Rob Nowlin and Jeff Stark. After the spot brings up a third down and 3 for the Wolves.
Third and 3 for Niles West. Around the midfield stripe. Next week on the network, of course, it's New Trier and Evanston in football action. And then we'll finish up the regular season back here on New Trier Stadium Yeah, Bob Norton Field. Hand off and nowhere. 4th down and 2. I guess Waukegan in 2 weeks. And then we go on to playoffs. New Trier will be in fact, I think all the teams in the Central Suburban South are in the 8A bracket based on size of their opponents. There's a attempt to sneak on the quarterback sneak, and that didn't work from 2 yards out, and it'll be New Trier football. I think they may just go ahead and measure this, but it's a good yard short. You can see just how far off that is, but
there'll be official timeout for measurement.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang. All day long they're going, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Yeah, by more than a yard, it looks like. New Trier football. We knew that, but they wanted to make sure. Better to be safe than sorry. Next week, I don't know what our soccer game's going to be next week. To be perfectly honest with you. I wasn't too sure about this week. Duda hands it off. And Chris Peters gets a couple of yards.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4. At the Niles West 45-yard line. Duda hands it off to Spellman. Spellman gets a 1st down, stays on his feet, a little second effort, and down to about the 33-yard line of the Niles West Wolves. And that'll give the Trevians another 1st down. First and 10 for the Trevians at the Niles West 33. Duda again hands off to Spellman. Spellman stays on his feet and out close to the 1st down. Depends on where they spot it. And it gives the Trevians on the 1st down at the 22.
1st down, New Trier.
So 1st and 10 for the Trevians at the 22-yard line. Duda pitch back to Spellman. Spellman had a little trouble, lost it, and recovers his own fumble.
Spellman on the carry, recovered his own drop.
And that'll bring up a 2nd down. And about 11. Duda back to pass. Duda throws to the side, incomplete. And that pass intended for Chris Schmidt over here on the near side.
3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12. From the 26-yard line. Third and 12 for the 26. late in the first half. Duda rolls out, throws, incomplete. A little underthrown for Lewis Powell. That brings up a fourth down. And 12. Fourth and 12. Snap, the pass over here on the near side, screen pass. And all the way in goes Ryan Spellman. Touchdown, New Trier. On to try the point after, Chrisman. They snap up, and the kick is good. And the Trevians lead 7-0. So the New Trier Trevians. There you see, 2:22 left to play here in the first half. Trevians leading 7-0. And we're ready for the kickoff. Again, on to do the kicking, Tony Constant. The big 6'5" lets loose another long one. Taken at the 10. Set up the wall, down the man goes, loose ball. New Trier has it. Another fumble and another New Trier recovery. This time at about the 25-yard line. With the fumble recovery, McLeod with the fumble recovery. That gives the Trevians another shot here to score before the end of the first half. Timeout taken right away by Niles West. A little discombobulated following these two costly turnovers. The turnover on downs and then the fumble recovery here. Now we're set again. Mike Duda hands it off to Ryan Spellman. Spellman stays on his feet. Still and finally brought down. Down at about the 19-yard line. We'll call it 2nd and 5. We're looking good, Trevians-wise. Duda out the pass. Pass is complete to Chris Peters, and he gets down inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. And we have one of the Wolves, a little banged up. First and 10 for the Trevians at the, first and goal to go at the 4-yard line for the Trevs. Duda. And down he goes, short of the first down, short of the goal line. And before we continue on here, let's take a brief break for station identification. Trevians knocking on the door here. Down at the 1-yard line. And off to Spellman, in for the touchdown. Well, the fumble recovery on the kickoff following the first New Trier touchdown leads to the second. And New Trier now leads 14-0. Well, 13-0, but they make the point. We'll skip that. 14-0. And there's the kick. 14-0. Trevians. So, Ryan Spellman, 2 touchdowns. 14-0. And well on the way here against Niles West, homecoming. Like I said, kind of nice to have somebody to come home. And did notice, actually, quite a bit of my group, my graduating class here, have them going way back. A couple of them, they're here today. Nice to see that. 48 seconds left to play here in the first half. Ryan Spellman will kick off. Now the kickoff, and fair caught at the 31-yard line. Or make that the 27. First and 10 for the Wolves at the 27-yard line. Their own 27. There's a bunch of old New Trier football jackets hanging around today. First and 10. Handoff. And Mendenhall on the run gets out to about the 35-yard line. And Bridgman brought him down.
Gain of 8 brings up a second down and 2.
Now Washburn had some strained ligaments, I understand. He was helped off the field, a pass incomplete here. Helped off the field a little bit earlier in the game.
Pass intended for number 30, Larry Masarski, goes incomplete. Third down and 2.
Well, I think I was lucky, in a sense, that this soccer incident between New Trier and Evanston, I was over at the football game between New Trier and Glenbrook South, didn't see it. Again, another one of those highly Mendenhall able to stay on his feet. Nice job. And Chris Peters brings him down, but not before first down.
First down, Niles West.
Apparently a Evanston player broke the cheekbone. Timeout taken here. Broke the cheekbone of the New Trier player. In a questionable play. I don't know the specifics of it, exactly how close or how far away he was. But 30 yards or 40 yards away, and the police and everybody else have been asking for copies of my game tape, and I wasn't there. I guess charges were filed against the Evanston player. And I think that's more a case of having heard what Evanston potentially, I'm not positive on this, but what Evanston may have said in regards to the incident, that was the reason the charges were filed, that they basically tried to sweep it under the rug. So New Trier looking for the potential of the bomb here at the end of the first half. They have a lot of speed out and well back. First and 10, just a couple of seconds left to play. Handoff. Mendenhall gets out around midfield, and they get a timeout taken.
Walked down by Scott Bridgman. Timeout, Niles West.
So the Niles West Indians again take a timeout. Aha! Second time. Niles West Wolves take a timeout. Back to pass thrown, incomplete. And there's one tick of the clock left.
Pat Donahue's pass intended for Larry Masarski falls incomplete.
And there you see, it's kind of hard to keep a steady camera today. Pretty good size wind, 20 miles an hour or so. Back to pass. And now Donahue takes it up a little bit. And that ends the first half with the score. Trevians leading at 14-0 over Niles West Wolves. And we'll be back with more football action from New Trier and the New Trier homecoming right after these messages here on the network. Welcome back. All set to get underway here with the second half of today's football action. As the New Trier Trevians take on the Niles West Wolves in homecoming. New Trier leading 14-0 as we start the second half. Opening kickoff, kind of low squibber. And the Trevians will just fall on it on the 25.
The kick is covered by Mark Ferguson at the New Trier 20.
Mark Ferguson with the recovery of the low squib, kind of almost like a onside kick. Trying to keep it away, I assume, from Ryan Spellman. Little breezy here today. And off to Spellman. Gains a few.
Ryan Spellman on the carry. Brought down by Nick Cosmos. And Larry Masarski. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6.
Second down and 6. Hand off to Spellman. Tries to dive ahead, jump over a couple of bodies, and picked up about a yard or two. Mike Duda on at quarterback for the Trevians. Trying to be the 6th quarterback in a row at New Trier to be All-State. Duda back to pass, throws down the sideline, complete, and out of bounds. Chris Schmidt takes it into Niles West territory at about the 47-yard line. And it's first down for the Trevians at the 47. $14-0, New Trier leading Niles West. The handoff. Ryan Spellman gets down to about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 2 on the play. Second down and 8. Second down and 8. Duda Hands off to Spellman. Spellman goes to the outside. Gets down inside the 40. And gets a helmet bang for it. But down to the 40 make it. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and 2.
Spot of the ball brings up a 3rd down and 3 for the Trevians.
Okay, they'll call it 3. 3rd and 3. Third and 3. At the Niles West 40. Down the sideline. Pass is complete to Chris Schmidt. And he's brought down at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Trevians at the 13 of Niles West.
Ball spotted at the Niles West.
The Trevians in excellent field position at the 13. 1st and 10. Duda hands off to Spellman. Spellman dives ahead, tripped up a little bit, and got to the 10-yard line.
Stopped by Alex Phelan.
2nd down and 8. At the Niles West 10. Duda back to pass, gets away, runs out of bounds. Nearly in the grasp.
Forced out of bounds by Alex Phelan.
Nearly dropped for the sack. 3rd down.
2nd down and 7.
Make it 2nd down. 2nd and 7. At the 10-yard line. Time called. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, the down marker's a little bit off. 2nd down. The down marker on the far side's a little off. Powell in motion. Pass to Peters. Chris Peters in for the touchdown. He's able to bring that football in. Sneaking out of the backfield. And the Trevians now lead 20-0 over Niles West. The point after is up and good. Trevians lead 21-0. And New Trier going to end up with a record of 7-2. Waukegan and Evanston are 2 other opponents. Over here to the near side. On the run. Nice run back. Oh, my. Highland gets all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Chris Schmidt on the stop for New Trier.
And Chris Schmidt able to bring him down before he took it all the way back. 31-yard line of the Trevians. 1st and 10 for Niles West there. Beautiful run back. Trevians got a little. Here's the handoff over to the far side, staying on his feet for a little bit, and gained about a yard when all was said and done.
First met by Jeff Stark.
We'll call it 2. No, we will call it 1. 2nd down and 9. I think Niles West got the raw end of the deal on that one. And the spot of the ball. Now the pass, in trouble, down he goes. Got tripped up. And Keogh made sure he went down.
Tripped up by Chris Peters.
And back to where we started. Just about. 3rd down and 9 for Niles West. sun is out. But a vicious wind for the northwest. West-northwest. Making for a wind chill. There's handoff. And not much there. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Nick Frank on the carry. Stopped by Scott Bridgman, Chris Peters, and Rob Nowlin.
Fourth down. Back to pass. Looking, in trouble. And down he'll go before he had a chance to get it away. And the Trevians take over on downs.
Brought down by Rob Nowlin and Scott Bridgman for a loss.
Nowlin and Bridgman finally brought down Donahue.
Correction. Niles West turns the ball over on downs.
And New Trier with the football. Get it back here. Handoff to Peters, and seeing if the ball popped free as assumed the reason why they waited to blow the whistle. Second out. I think a lot of teams now beginning to key on Ryan Spellman, which is giving Chris Peters a better option, and Duda, everyone covered or didn't do the route in any case. Duda runs it out of bounds.
Ball spotted the New Trier 38-yard line.
38-yard line, and it'll be third down and 3. Third and 3. Now the snap. Oh, my. As we said, they're keying on Spellman. He got nothing there. Lost a couple of yards. That'll bring up a fourth down. And Duda, the kicker, has let loose a couple of long bombs. Kicking. And it's a fake. Over here near side Stark. It is complete. First down, Trevians. Inside Niles West territory and ridden out of bounds right at the 50-yard line, it appears. Now they'll set it at the 49 and Niles West. First and 10, Trevians at the 49. Trevians keep the drive alive. Hand off to Peters. And Peters slips ahead to the 44-yard line, or thereabout, 44, make it.
Brought down by a group of the Wolves. Gain of 4 on the play brings up a second down and 6.
Second down and 5. Gain of 5 by Chris Peters. Duda back to pass. Looks, throws long, and complete to Lewis Powell at the 9-yard line. Now, Powell came up on the end of that a little lame, but apparently he's okay. Whoops, illegal procedure on the Trevians.
illegal motion, false start.
Second down and
After the penalty brings up a first down or
first and 15. First down and 15 yards to go. Here at the Northfield campus, no longer called New Trier West, it's called New Trier Northfield. The same place, and just different name. Ryan Spellman. Head down, keeps the legs going, gets back to just a little beyond the original line of scrimmage. And will bring up a second down and about 8. Second and 8.
Carey brings the ball down to the 9-yard line for New Trier. Third and goal from the 9.
Second down and 8 will make it.
Second down and goal from the 9.
Second and 8. New Trier Trevians. Again threatening. Pitch back to Ryan Spellman. Spellman keeps on his feet, still on his feet, and finally down at about the 2-yard line.
Ryan Spellman on the carry.
Spellman already has 2 touchdowns today. Looking for his third.
Ball is spotted on the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
Third down. Goal to go. At the 3. They hand off to Spellman. And in for the touchdown. Typical Ryan Spellman run. Head down. Keep the legs going. And it's 27-0. Spellman gets his third touchdown of the game. And it is 27-0 as the Trevians kind of putting it to the Niles West Wolves here on homecoming. Snap, the kick is up, and it is good by Tommy Chrisman. And the New Trier Trevians leading 28-0. Once again, Tony Constant on to do the point after. The kickoff. Hello. Earth, come in, please. Let's try that again. 1:36 left to play here in the third quarter. Here's the kick away by Constant. Taken at the 20. Over here to the near side. Flags go down all over the place. On the run, Phelan and Phelan down at the 20, but flags all over the place. We have 2 going on. There's one over there. And then there's one down here on the near side as well. A foul on New Trier, holding on Niles West, and we'll do it all over again. And the kickoff and handoff in the backfield. Try for a little razzle-dazzle and got nowhere. So we'll leave it back at the 15-yard line.
Brought down by Don Rasnewski and Brian Coyle. After the tackle, ball is spotted at the Niles West 15-yard line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Niles West Wolves at the 15-yard line. Their own 15. New Trier well in command here, 28-0. As we wind down the third quarter. Hand off to Simon. And Emmanuel Simon gets up to about the 21-yard line.
Jeff Stark and Scott Bridgman on the stop.
Stark and Bridgman with the tackle
for the Wolves.
at the
5 brings up a 2nd down and 5.
and about the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 4. Now they hand off. And 1st down for the Wolves out at the 28-yard line.
Lewis Powell on the stop for the Trevians.
1st and 10. For Niles West. A handoff and nowhere. Wolves not getting the hole. They have some pretty good runners, and they certainly have a number of different players that can
Walker Kahn and Scott Bridgman.
and have the legs, have the wheels, but
Spot brings up a 2nd down and
they just haven't been able to get that big play today. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score of the new Trier Trevians 28 and Niles West nothing. We'll be back with more football action right after these messages here on the network. And we're off to the 4th quarter. Back to pass, nearly intercepted by Jeff Stark over on that far side. 2nd and 10. Just underway with the 4th quarter. Together we stand. What's the rest of that? We remember. Okay, we remember September 11th, 2001. They're selling those here at New Trier today. New Trier has put together a relief fund. And, of course, there's all kinds of things. I understand, well, this week, I don't know if it's, I know that the Northfield Fire Department's been doing some things. Donahue going to try with the 4th quarter. 4th down, fake punt, worked.
Donahue's pass complete to Dan Uli.
And that's 1st down for Niles West at the New Trier 44-yard line as they try their own version of the fake punt. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, I guess. They both going to pull that. Okay. There are all kinds of relief efforts going on following the
Nick Frank on the carry.
terrorist attack.
No gain.
And we certainly urge you to support them. The Red Cross, the disaster relief funds, and so forth. Here's a handoff. Fylan forges ahead to the
Alex Phelan on the carry. Ryan Spellman on the stop for New Trier.
36-yard line. 3rd down and it looks like 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Handoff. Well, and he's not going to get there.
Alex Phelan on the carry. First hit by Jeff Stark.
That'll make a 4th down and 1.
Brings up a 4th down and 1.
4th and 1 for the Niles West Wolves. Handoff. No, fumble, loose ball. New Trier has it.
Scott Brickman delivered the head. Mark Ferguson on the recovery for New
Ferguson
Trier.
with the recovery. It was Simon with the ball that fumbled it. Mike Duda still on at quarterback. 4th quarter. The handoff to Chris Peters, and Peters gets to the 40-yard line. Duda. 2nd down, 7. Handoff to Spellman. Spellman hit right at the line of scrimmage and didn't get much, if anything at all. It doesn't look like he got anything. No gain.
3rd down and 7 for the Trevians.
3rd and 7 now. Handoff again to Spellman, and he got nothing. 4th down.
Ryan Spellman on the carry, stopped by Beijing. Brings up a 4th down for New Trier.
And I think the Trevians will kick it away this time. Mike Duda back to punt. The snap, the kick, whoops. Flag goes down, roughing the kicker. And the ball rolling, and down at the 6. Fortunately, that still wouldn't have given the Trevians a 1st down, so that's why they decided to decline the penalty. And excellent field position. Reverse. Highland gets up to the 14-yard line. Second down. And 2 for Niles West. Donahue's had his troubles today. Inside handoff, not much there. Close to the 1st down, may have gotten it. Now, he'll be short a yard. 3rd down and 1.
Nick Frank on the carry, hit by Andrew Edelston.
3rd and 1. Looks like about a foot. 3rd and a half yard, we'll call it, for the 1st. Handoff. They would have had him. Danny Keogh missed him going by, and that'll give the Wolves a 1st down.
1st down, Niles West.
So the Wolves with the 1st down. Late in the game, they're down. $28-0. The big Evanston game next week. The pass, incomplete. Of course, it's not going to be as big this year. Niles West comes in with a record of 1-6.
2nd down and 10 for the Wolves.
And the Trevians look like they're going to go into that one with a record of 5-2. Loyola and Maine South being the two New Trier losses. Here's a handoff, big hole on the sideline, and finally ridden out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Alex Phelan on the carry. Lewis Powell on the stop for New Trier.
And that's a first down.
First down
for the Wolves. First and 10 for Niles West. At their own 5:38 left to play here. Some of the crew hanging around. The kids always up there on the berm. Lot of time left. Emmanuel Simon, the ball carrier.
Emmanuel Simon on the carry.
Second down and 5.
Ryan Coyle on the stop.
Third and 5. Back to pass. Down he goes. Somebody missed their coverage out on the far side. Walker Kahn and Rob Nowlin there for the tackle.
Spot of the ball brings up a third down and 7.
Third and 7. Reverse over to the far side. Down goes the flag, the lateral to Donahue, but it's going to come back on a probable holding. That would be the general area of it.
Lateral ended up with Pat Donahue, forced out of bounds by
Donahue forced out of bounds, but way back. And it is holding against Niles West. They'll bring it all back. And those are always the frustrating ones because they don't happen near the ball or have anything really directly to do with the play. And we'll take it on back. Beginning a pretty good play. And we'll make it first down and about 18. Back to pass. Up the middle, incomplete. Broken up.
Broken up by Ariel Safrazadi.
Ariel Safrazadi with the stop. The fourth down. Fourth down. And a fake. And Donahue goes down way back at the 34-yard line. And a turnover. New Trier gets the football back.
And
New Trier has the ball on downs. Boy, that's about the second or third time they've tried to do something like that, and it just really hasn't worked. Now we got a new quarterback, Tommy Crispin, in. It's been kind of sad in one sense that Tony Constant had those dislocated fingers. Hand off to Stark. They got about a yard or two.
New quarterback Tommy Crispin hands off to Jeff Stark.
And while we have this opportunity, let's take a brief break for station identification. On a quarterback. Late here in the ball game. The handoff. Jeff Stark stays on his feet, gets some pretty good yardage out of the deal.
Jeff Stark on the carry. Brought down by Eric Davis.
Third down.
And Sammer Fakori.
Looks like about 3rd and 5 for the Trevians. Oops. Illegal procedure against the Trevs. We'll take it back. All that 5 yards went for nothing.
Illegal motion for false start on the Trevians.
Tackle moved just a little bit too soon. That left tackle, the left guard.
It's up a 3rd down and 10 for New Trier.
So the Trevians, 3rd and 10. Not much there.
Jesse Vargas on the carry for New Trier.
Vargas, the carrier, and that'll make 4th down and
Davidson on the stop for Niles West.
8. That's about right. 4th and 8. Duda set to kick it off. They'll punt it away. And the kick high. And Stark over, and he'll down it. Make it Ariel.
Mike Duda's punt. Down by Ariel Safrazadi.
Ariel Safrazadi downing it at the 1 yard line. 1:37 left to play in the game.
A reminder that the Trevians next game.
So the Trevians next week will play Evanston.
Sophomores at 11:30
And then the week
a.m.
after Waukegan to finish off the regular season. And I would say with this win, unless something unholy happens or ungodly, whatever, New Trier should win next week against Evanston. And a pretty good shot against Waukegan. And finish off with a 7-2 record going into the playoffs. So there's some real chances here for New Trier to go in with a little better record than they have in the past. And I think that's a pretty good guess. I suppose they could get Maine South again. That's a possibility, too.
Matt McLeod.
No, they wouldn't get Maine South because I don't think they put 2 teams from the same conference in the first game. I think they'd have to play Stevenson. We won't get Loyola. Loyola will not play. There's a pass incomplete. New Trier will not play Loyola. Loyola will be in the 7A bracket. And New Trier will be in 8A. or the largest school bracket. A problem that they really wanted to overcome was the size differentials here. Some of these schools that were making the playoffs were half the size of other teams in that same bracket. So that's kind of what this is all about, is adding more brackets. Oh, a little late there, Sanfrazade. And gets a dirty look out of it, but nothing called.
And Matt Kerr.
First down for Niles West. Got a new quarterback for Niles West as well. Back to pass, in trouble. Gets out of harm's way and gets about back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a couple of inches beyond that. Yeah, he got more than I thought. A friendly spot for Niles West. Makes second down and 8. Second down and 8, late in the ball game. Back to pass. Throws over here to the near side and overthrown.
Dan Hooley's pass.
Third. And that is the case. So the new Trier Trevians win it 28-0. Join us for our next sports action. Those of you leaving us, hope you've enjoyed this broadcast. Those of you sticking around, sticking around. We have soccer coming up next. And stick around for the scoreboard show coming up in just a few moments here on the network. Again, the final score of the new Trier Trevians, 28, and the Niles West Wolves, 0. This is Mark.